Megan Olivi here with Raphael Assuncao, who just won his bantamweight debut here in Brazil against Johnny Eduardo. Raphael, I have to ask you about the weight cut first. This is your first fight at bantamweight, and I know you had some trouble making 45s before. How was the cut, and how did you feel in the octagon?
I felt great. The weight issue was pretty funny because my last fight, I couldn't make the 145. It was just a bad diet with a bad weight reduction. And I felt great at bantamweight. I felt that I was able to recover most of my weight, even as a bantamweight, and I felt great in there. I mean, it was a little, fine adjustments, but in the long run, as the fight went on, I was able to adjust. My power was there, and I feel great. A new journey. I thank the UFC for another opportunity. As I'm coming off that quick knockout loss to Eric, and I felt great training camp. I had everybody supporting me. I changed some things, felt great.
Do you feel like this weight class is more of a natural fighting weight for you, because a lot of guys in 35s are about your size?
Right, definitely, yeah, it was pretty natural. Obviously I was dehydrated as everybody, cutting weight, but I felt great. I think this is where I should have been a while. It was good until it lasted. Me as a featherweight, I guess until it lasted. I got really close to a title shot fighting Uriah, and it was a great experience. I didn't feel overpowered. I felt he was more experienced when I fought him at featherweight, and I feel bantamweight, it's just a new journey, and I feel great. I want to thank God first, and then all my new teammates and teams and new camp, and feel great.
New camp. Are you not at the same camp in Atlanta as you were before?
I'm not in Atlanta. I went to Florida for this camp at the Armory over there with Edson Barbosa, Luis Kane, and some of my friends that are already there, and I had a great time. I left the house. I left my house in Atlanta. I was there for a month and a half, for 5 weeks actually, and everything was great. Everything was ready until the last minute of the fight. Everything was perfect. So once I get into the cage, it was all up to me. That's it. Everything was perfect, all up to when I walk up into the cage. So I was able to do my job.
What made you want to change camps? I mean, you've been in Atlanta for a long time.
Yeah, well, thank to God, I have a pretty good life in Atlanta, and my fiance and 2 dogs, and I've got like I've got like a weekend car. So I was like, what's the right word? I was too comfortable. I wasn't as focused. I trained hard. I trained 6 hours a day regardless, but you need a little bit more than that, to be in the biggest stage in the world. And I was able to focus a lot more just going to training camp.
All right, Raphael, you live in the States now, but you were born in Brazil, and this crowd is crazy. I mean, the arena's pretty much packed already. What was it like to fight and then win in front of your home country fans?
It was a big pleasure. I mean, as far as professionalism, it was pretty equal. I love fighting in Vegas. As far as my home country, it was an extra. Well, it wasn't, it was an extra pleasure, but I mean, I didn't feel it was the same thing. It was the same, no added pressure. Obviously, my dad was in the crowd, and everybody's watching me on open cable here in Brazil. But I felt great, I was focused the same way as if it was in any other fight, though. I'm not gonna lie, but a little extra, on the heart part, I felt great.
All right, well, congratulations. Go celebrate. Keep checking Heavy.com for more UFC Rio coverage.